Alright, so that was my solo arrangement of The Two of Us by the Beatles. The original is in the key of G, but I changed it to E because it really helps to get this technique I like of having a lot of open strings ringing out. That sounded really nice on this tune. So I changed it to the key of E. And there's 3 parts, just the intro, verse, chorus, and bridge. Sorry, that's 4 parts. So the intro is real quick and easy. I'll break that down first. And that's going to be just playing 6 like this with this note in between. So we're just going. It just does that 4 times. And then the verse, we have this part here where we have B to C sharp. So we could go B to C sharp here, but instead I chose to put the C sharp here so we can get it at the same time, and we have an E down below. So we have, and then it goes to an open E here. So you end up with 3 strings and the melody, in addition to the 4th string, the bass, all ringing out at the same time. You know, much more fuller sound than going like that. Really blends together nicely. And then we have up here, oops. So the separation of the bass and the melody really matters here. So when we go, we get the bass right afterwards, and then the high E in the melody. So you end up with, and what happens is throughout the verse we have the bass just playing right on the beat. So we don't want to have like, we want it to be flowing right there. So really, you know, when you're practicing this, go back and forth from trying just the melody, trying putting it all together, and trying just the bass, as simple as the bass is, of just being like this. Make sure that you get that feeling there, the thumb, just laying it down, really getting a good pulse going, you know, so. That little flub up there, sorry. And then it does it again. So we've got, and then the next part's a little different. We're going, just going down A, G sharp minor, F sharp minor, down the 5 chord, sorry, the 4, 3, 2, 1. But try to just go like this and play just the melody on top here, the 3rd of the chord, and the root note. So something a piano player would do a lot more, because they can separate things a little more easily than we can. But I thought that was just a nice sound. In general, a lot of separation and a lot of bleeding together of the notes with these open strings makes for a kind of a different sound. And instead of just playing it all at the same time, a lot of times I'll just kind of rake across. And that's it. And then the second time, kind of resolves it down to here, which is just part of the E chord. And then moving on to the chorus, we've got, so this kind of rolling bass part. 6th again, these right here. And then keeping that bass, I'm trying to keep that actual bass part going with this. So now the bass is really moving around a lot rather than just staying on that one note. So we've got, so the fingering here is a little tough. You could do this. I find it's a stretch here. Here kind of separates these 3 fingers a little better. But try out different things. Everyone's hands are different, so try out different things and see what works for you. So we've got, and this is just outlining an E chord. Up here though, these things again called 6, the distance between these 2 notes, they call it 6. And then just does it all again. And then this time, a little different, kind of resolves it. And then the bridge part, we've got, so a lot of bass movement there. stretch too. If you can get this all at the same time, it's a nice sound. If not, no big deal. You can go like that. And just a blank measure there just hangs on it. So we could kind of hit a little more if you want to fill out the space there. Maybe throw in a little note behind that. B7 here. So I just wrote it like that, but I want you to try out, your own picking pattern, fill out the space, and then it brings it back to the verse. So there's some challenging stuff in this. This is a little more challenging than some of the solo arrangements I've posted so far, but really take your time, just break it down measure by measure. I mean, even chord and note by note. Really make sure you know what's going on with your left hand fingers, your right hand fingers, and simplify it if you can. If it's too much to get this part right here, or this part here, a little bit of a stretch, then find your way of making that works for you. Don't think about having to do things always in exact way. And then in terms of the overall arrangement, like most of my arrangements, just figure out part by part, and don't worry about the big picture until you can get each part, and then just figure out how you want to do it. Maybe you just play through the whole thing once, like I did, but probably better if you spend some time with this to work out something where maybe you do it more like the original song, get the intro, verse, chorus again, and I think it goes into the bridge, I'm not even sure, and then back to verse, chorus, or chorus, I forget which, but something like that, and find a way that works for you in terms of something that you can remember easily and is a good length, isn't too short or isn't too long. So mess around and good luck. Take it easy.